Hello, this is Mrs. Jones, and this is the video for questions 1 through 4 of the practice test. So in the first question, it says Sam needs to make a long-distance phone call from a payphone. With his prepaid phone card, he will be charged $1 to connect and 50 cents per minute. If he places a collect call with the operator, he is charged $3 to connect and 25 cents per minute. And how many minutes will the phone card and the collect call cost the same? So what you have to do is set up two little expressions. For the prepaid card, he is charged $1 to connect and then 50 cents per minute. And we want to know when that's going to be equal to the collect call charged. He's charged $3 to connect and then 25 cents a minute after that. So then you would solve this little equation. I like to draw a line down through mine so I can see one side versus the other. You need to get all of the m's on one side of the equation, all of the numbers on the other side. So if I subtract 1 off of both sides, I get 0.5 m is equal to 2 plus 0.25 m. I'm going to subtract the 0.25 off of both sides. Those are going to go away. I'm left with 2 here, and I'll have 0.025 m. On the left-hand side, I got to divide both sides by 0.25. And I'm going to be left with m is equal to 8. So after 8 minutes, we would be equal in charge. All right. Question number 2 has to deal with correlations. Correlations you can kind of think about as slope. This would have a positive slope, and they're really close together. So it is a positive slope. If the line would be going the other direction, that would be a negative slope. And if the points were like all over the place, that would be none. Okay. Question number 3 has to deal with factoring in an expression or a polynomial. I like to use what's called the Tic-Tac-Toe Method. Some students find this easier to see and understand. So you take your polynomial here, and you put the 12 in the middle and the minus x on the outside. So you think to yourself, what times what would give you x squared? X times x would give you x squared. What times what would give you negative 12? Well, there's a couple different options, but the one that is most likely is this one. So when you go across here, we would have negative 4x and 3x. The question is, do these two things add to get negative x? Yes, they do. So that means that one of our parentheses is right here, and one of them is right here. So our parentheses would actually look like this. So the question is, when it's factored completely, which is one of its factors? The one that is in here is A. Our last question in this video on questions 1 through 4 has to deal with exponents. So with exponents, when you multiply with the same bases, so the inside here, that means you're going to add these exponents together. So this on the inside would be 2 to the negative 1, because you're taking 1 plus negative 2. You add those exponents together. And then to the 5th power, this little 5 on the outside, you would be multiplying that exponent. So it would be 2 to the negative 5th. And the question was, which one would be equal to that value, that expression? So B is your answer here. All right, join me next time for questions 4 through, let's see, what's on the next page? Actually, 5 through 9. Thank you.